Hey everybody, what's going on? It is Jason with the Board Game Mechanics, and today we're going to take a look at a game called The Networks with the Executives expansion. The Networks is a game designed by Gil Hova, published by Formal Ferret Games, plays 1 to 5 players, ages 13 plus in 60 to 90 minutes. That seems a little short. It's kind of a long game, so you're looking at maybe 2 hours. The network shouldn't add any time, but all the same publishing and designing credits based on that as well. Effectively, what you're doing in this game is you are running your own TV network, and you're trying to get stars, you're trying to land ads, and you're trying to get shows to come in your network to have a better network than all of your opponents. That's it. It's going to be done through some card drafting, some actions, action selection, maybe some special powers, some in-game goal cards, but mostly through drafting these cards that are available to make your network better than everybody else's. That's it. So if you want to see how that works, you can click the link in the video description, and I'll play through a whole round, talk about setting up the next round, and then talk about in-game scoring. If you don't care about that, stick around here, and we will take a look at the components. Alright, so here are the components for the networks with the Executives expansion. First off, I want to talk about the art. I think the art is charming and quirky and weird. So I'm just going to hit that just by looking at the box. I'm going to talk about some of the other things I like about it later, but I really dig that box. So, cool box. It's a little small. My only negative of that. Now, here's the components. Okay, so first off, I want to look at some stuff that come in the expansion. These boards here are from the expansion, the actual different player boards. Okay, so they're going to give you different special powers. The boards that actually come with the base game look like this. They're going to have what you do on an action and genre bonus, no special abilities. Okay, so everybody's going to have the same thing, just a different color. All right, looks like that. So in the expansion, everyone's going to get. You're going to get dealt a couple of these cards here that look like this. You're going to look at them, and you're going to pick the person that you like. And also what's cool about these is there is a male and a female side, so you can play the one that you like. All right? So those are really cool. Just a little way to put a special power and kind of make it look a little more interesting than what was going on. So here's some of the ads. The ad cards are all going to be like this, like funky ads. They're going to have a landing bonus, a recurring cost, some special thing that may have to happen, or it flips and it makes it worse. All the stars are pretty funny too. They're based on like real life kinds of people, but they're like spoofs. So there's that one. Here's a square jawed actor, which is pretty cool. The shows are similar. Let me show you some shows. Cards are limited finish, but they're really not great quality. Apple McPeel, Ally McBeal. Wiffle Ball Tonight. Robbers, so cops. World of Nuclear Tanks. Plastic Chef. Boney, Bones. Reinfeld, Seinfeld. So it's just funny, just punny stuff like that. It's really fun. Those cards are pretty good quality, linen finished. Most of the cards are okay, with one exception. These network cards here, first off, they look gross, but they're like all warped. Look at that. I don't even play this game that much, but these cards, like when you sit them down, look at that. It's like all warped up. But they're easy to read. They're not linen finish, which could be part of the problem. Or they are linen finish, I guess. But they're fine. They don't have to be great quality. You just need to see what they do, how they fire off and what they do. So that's fine. But it would be nice if they weren't all warped like that. There's the player, the actual game board there. It tracks the score, turn order, shows you how many cards come out. These mogul cards are cool too. Basically like amped up network cards. They come in the expansion. And I'm using the shows are from the expansion. You can tell executive right there. But the base game has shows similar, different. They have the same kind of titles, but just they're like not balanced the same. So you can use either. It doesn't really matter. So rule books are good. There's a bunch of other components over there in the box I'm not going to show you, but this is the network's rule book. Breaks down all the how you set it up. Spells out all of the executives in the back. Should you have any questions here, but overall pretty simple. So those are the components for the networks. Let's talk about what we think about the game. All right, so the networks is a game that we've had in our collection for, I don't know, a decent amount of time. This might have been one of the first purchases at like our second Origins or something like that. We bought it from Gil in the Formal Ferret booth. We also got Teletime, I think, when we were there. And then I got the Executives from a friend and haven't played it until recently. And I forgot how much I love this game. We just played it this weekend with Katie's family. And we didn't play it with the expansion or anything. We just played a base game. And I forgot that I love the theme. I forgot about the quirkiness of the cards. I forgot about the spoofs of the shows. I love everything about this game. Now, it's not without issues. I was talking to a friend today of the recording of this video, and he was saying that it felt like the game kind of didn't give you any decisions because the choice was obvious. Like if I have a crap generic show in 8 o'clock, I need to take an 8 o'clock show to put in my spot. If I have a show that gives me one viewer, I probably want to get a better show in that spot. So it's kind of obvious. But while I agree with all of that, I think there are other options available to help you meet that goal without always taking the obvious choice. When we played it this weekend, Katie's cousin's husband kept taking network cards. He would be like the first couple turns every round, he would just take network cards. He had a bunch of in-game network cards. He had some that would help him during the game. He didn't win, but he came really close. And he was not focusing on the obvious choice. He was even putting things in wrong time slots just to get shows that were better into his section. Because it didn't matter because he took a network card that he could negate some of that. So while some of the decisions may seem obvious, I think you can still go your own way for a little bit to see, to play the way you want to play. Now, with the expansion, some of that is alleviated. Like if you watch the video, the one character that I was using, this one right here, he can't just pick any action that he wants. He's going to go around this rondelle, or she, whatever you want. And based on where you move your cube to is the action you're going to take. You can only move your cube 1 or 2 spaces. If you want to go more than that, you have to pay either money or viewers. So maybe I want to take that same action again. I can do that, but I'm going to have to pay $3 million. So it's going to be expensive. So this helps that alleviate some of that issue where everybody's not just developing for 4 turns in a row. At least not this character. So that's kind of fun. Some of them are more focused on stars. Some of them are more focused on money. Some of them want to just get a bunch of shows into reruns because they give you extra viewers in reruns. So it's going to help you kind of maybe just sway your path a little bit more and make it not feel so obvious. At least that's my opinion. Even if the game does kind of have some obvious choices that you should make, I still like it. And I still think those choices are fun. So I'm going to give this a BGM Accept the Seal. I'm going to give this a 7 out of 10 on BGG. Probably a 7.5 out of 10 with the expansion because it doesn't really change it a ton. Just gives you a special power, and that's at least worth a half a point. Which is a 3.5 out of 5 wrenches or a 3.75 out of 5 wrenches on our arbitrary wrench scale. That means absolutely nothing, but we have to give it the games that we enjoy, and that is what I'm going to do. So that is the Networks and the Executives expansion from Formal Ferret Games. I'm Jason with the Board Game Mechanics, and as always, keep gaming.